Welcome to the Parent Powerschool tutorial. Hopefully this will be beneficial for you. So first thing, we want to go to dcsd.powerschool.com, and this will take you to the login page for the parents. So you put in your login information and hit the sign in button. After that, you see the main page, which is the quick lookup page, which shows all of their students' classes and teachers that they have for the entire year. You can also, there's two tabs at the top. One's grades and attendance, and the others are one's called standards grades. Across the top, you'll have your students' names listed if you have more than one child in Powerschool. Also on the right hand side, there are some icons that you'll see. One is to register your student at the beginning of the year, and then there's also a print button to print grades for classes. Now you'll also see here at the top on grades and attendance, if you're on that tab, you'll see a list of the emails for your students for each of their teachers. So you can email them each individually while you're in this section. You can also click on the student's grade. I have it grayed out here, but if you click on that grade, it will pop up to this window. In this window, it shows you the course and what class period it's in and their final grade over here on the right. You can also see a list of assignments if there are any assignments posted for that class. Down at the bottom, you have the different icons that tell you what the different things mean for collected and missing or late. So that's convenient to have there. Now if you click on the other tab, standard grades, you're going to see all the students' classes for the entire year, semester 1 and semester 2. And if you click on the drop down arrow, you'll see that it's going to show you all the standards that your student will learn for that class for the first semester. So all the assignments that are in Canvas or even in Powerschool should link or be related to one of those standards. Over here in the middle, you can see for quarter 1 all the different grades so far on each of those standards in that particular math class in this case. And if you click on the grade, it'll bring up another window that will show you some more detailed information about the grades for that class. So you can scroll through that. Now, one thing to be aware of when you see the grades there for standard grades, or the grade here on the quick lookup for grades and attendance, that grade comes from all the, go back to standard, all the grades for the standards. So those grades there combine or average together to make the overall grade that you see in the grades and attendance tab. So if you go here to the grades and attendance tab, that grade here, the overall grade, comes from the grades in the standards grades section. Over here on the left, you have different menus. The grade history menu will show you if your child's been in the school district for a while. It will give you all their grades for several years, all the years that they've been in the school district, and you click on a tab and it will show you their grades and what they got for last year and the year before. Now if you go back to the left, you see attendance history, and this will show you the attendance that your student has gotten for the last, actually it will show you for the entire year. If you scroll all the way down, it will give you the attendance for the entire school year or semester, depending on the class. Next tab is email notifications, and there at the top you'll see the current email that we have for you on record. Then this is the information you can receive by email: a summary of current grades and attendance, a detailed report showing assignment scores for each class, a detailed report of attendance that shows whether or not they're in class hour by hour, school announcements you can receive by email. Also, the last one's a lunch balance alert that will email you when your child's lunch balance gets low. That's a very useful one. There's also a place down at the bottom that you can add more than one email address. Both parents want emails of their child's grades. You can put those in there by putting the email and then a comma. And then frequency, you can decide how often you want these emails, whether it's weekly, every 2 weeks, monthly, or daily, or maybe you don't want to see them at all. You can choose that. And then you hit save, and it saves those settings for you. Now you also have this teacher comment page, which again lists all your child's classes, and it has their emails. You can email them, and if there's any comments that the teacher has given about your child, they'll be listed there on the right. The school bulletin, you can click on that and see all the bulletins for the day, or maybe you want to know you missed a bulletin. You can click on the date on the left and go back to a bulletin you might have missed. Class registration, we don't really use much. We're going to skip that one. It's something we don't really use that much. But the lunch balance, again, here's another way. If you're not getting emails, you can see the history of when your child used their lunch account and how much they spent. So you can keep tabs on that through that tab, and you can see it for the entire year. The schedule one is a really quick graphic way of looking at your child's schedule. You'll see the day they have what class, what time periods they're at. Really a good feature in Powerschool to get a quick look of what classes your child has when. The student information tab, school information tab, will give you the address of the school, the phone number. There is a map on there, but that needs to be updated with the current Union High School map. I'm not sure if the junior high has one on there or not. Account preferences, whoever created the account gives their information. A place also to change email if you need to. Pick a language if there's another language spoken in the home. And then the student backpack tab, we don't really use in our district, so there's nothing in there that you'll need to know. If you ever get lost, you can click the blue P at the top left corner and it will take you back to the quick lookup screen. Now here at the bottom, you'll see this district code. This district code is used if you have the Powerschool Parent app, whether you have an iPhone or an Android. With Google Play, you can get the Powerschool Parent app, and when you set it up, you'll need that district code, because that is the code that links your information to our school district. So you can do that from there. So that's about the end of our tutorial. Went pretty fast through spots, and hopefully you got some good information from it. If you have any other questions or need some more information about how to use the site, contact the district office at the number on your screen, and one of the tech people here will be able to talk you through some things. Thank you.